This course is divided into 5 sections. Section 1 is tools. These are the techniques you will need to build on in the following sections. Section 2, offense. These are the attacks when you initiate the action. Section 3, defense. These will be the counters when you are attacked or your opponent initiates the action. Section 4, combinations. This will be a combination of various attacks and defenses that will build on the previous sections. Section 5, tool development. These will be the drills you will use to perfect the material you learned in previous sections.
The biggest thing with the basics is that you stick to home. Home is your base and your stance. Your hands are up, your chin is down, you're looking through your eyebrows. Anytime you're looking normal at a person, that means your chin is up. So if I want to look at someone normally, I know that my chin is up. If I look through my eyebrows, 2 things: it makes you look mean, it makes you look like you have intention, and you know that your head's down and everything's going to slide off. So really focus on keeping that chin down and looking through those eyebrows. Running with your chin down is very good. A lot of people like to run with their head up and focus on the distance. Again, that's an obstacle, and it makes your run a lot longer when you focus on the distance as opposed to the direct moment. So I believe that when you're running, jogging, running, keep your chin down, stay in your mind, focus and visualize your intentions.
So now the next one, we're gonna do just real simple basic stuff that everybody sometimes needs to know and learn. Proper way of turning the left hook, the proper way of how to throw it, either a pro style, amateur style, whatever's your preference, but you need to turn that body into that shot. So right now I'm gonna have Craig demonstrate how do we throw a left hook. So we start off with real simple stuff. Jab, cross, boom, boom, and turn on that left hook. So what you want to look for is the turning of the foot. What we call it in the gym, sometimes we call it stepping on the cigarette, squash the bug, whatever's your favorite. But make sure that you turn that foot into, with the ball joint of your left foot, turn into that shot, Nice and easy, jab, cross, and look for that. Most people don't even turn, so don't turn, just go jab, cross, boom. Right here, what he did right now, he's just arming it. It's just throwing a lot of arm. But when he turns his body, he's bringing a lot of power from the ground. He's generating power from the ground, boom, and throwing that hook. Either the right hook or the left hook. You gotta turn in those shots. So let's go. Jab, cross, turn. Turn, nice and sharp and crisp. You wanna hear that sound? You can hear it. There you go. You can hear it when he lands it. There you go. Now nice and slow so everybody can see. Jab, cross, turn. Proper turn right there. That's a proper turn. This is more the amateur style. This is more the pro style. Whatever's your choice, it's up to you. And then the same thing on the back foot. Keep your feet separated at all times. Have a nice and strong base so I don't push Craig right here. See, if Craig has his feet standing straight like this, get him straight, Craig, and get your post, Craig will fall. But what I want him to do is have a solid, strong base on the bottom. So now, if I push him, punch him, that back foot is giving him his back support right there. That's the backbone of your defense right there on the bottom. Your foot has to be on nice and solid base on the bottom. So nice and slow, Craig. There you go, and then stop. Boom, stop right there. The way he turns his foot, he turns all the way. Now he's generating a lot of power from the ground. It's generating all the way from his back, all the way into the punch, and I'm gonna receive the end of that power right there. So you make sure that you turn on that shot, boom, and now you can throw really hard. So turn, there you go, and that's a hard shot right there. That's the proper way to turn on that right cross. Make sure that back foot turns with that shot. There's different ways of doing it. Some people like to jump into it. Some people like to drag their foot into it. All of them are good as long as you're turning. Turn, and extend all the way through. So really quick, jab, cross, left hook, turn, boom, and then just right cross, boom, right there. You can throw a nice and easy jab, and then boom, throw the right cross nice and hard. There you go, again. There you go, that's it. You set up that right cross with that jab, just kind of put it up there in the air, and then you execute with that right cross, right, nice and easy. There you go, right there. That's a real right hard cross right there from Craig. So let's make sure that we turn our feet every time to generate maximum power. And what you want to do too, also, you want to sit on your shots when you turn. When you turn, sit on your shot. So don't do it from a high ground. Don't do it from a high ground, because then you're more able to give them room to duck under, and then they'll come back and counter you. So stay nice and short. So you go jab, cross, boom, hook, and stay back to the base. Nice and tight defense. Jab, cross, boom, left hook. Jab, cross, hook, and now turn with that back foot. Give me an uppercut. Turn, boom. Same thing as the right cross. Turn. Proper uppercut. Turn. Uppercut. Boom. Turn. Make sure you turn. Turn. It doesn't have to exaggerate on those uppercuts, but you do have to do that turn. Now, when you're coming into the body, you want to step in the pocket and then unload that body shot. All right, so now you're going to come in with a jab cross, left body shot. Nice and easy. Sit down a little bit when you come in. Make sure that he sits on that shot and turns that foot into that shot, because that's what you want to generate as much power as possible. Nice. All right, let's go. Nice and hard. Go. Nice. Right there. That's a good shot right there. Other side. Uppercut. Left hook. Right cross right there. Let's go. There you go. Good job. Go. Ready? There you go. Good job. Good job. One more. Generate that power. One more time. One more time. Ready? Go. Nice.
The ability to get in and out with good footwork will allow you to outclass your opponent. Now, when you're tired and your feet turn into cement blocks, your upper body does all the movement. So if I'm sitting here and my legs are stuck, now my upper body's got to move. So dropping the shoulders is very important, leaning back, slipping left, slipping right, ducking, bobbing, and weaving, all very important when you're very tired. So the objective, more than anything, like boxing, is to hit without being hit, and to allow them to barely miss you in order for you to hit them. So the other ones you can use by yourself when you're shadow boxing. So you can also use your slip left, your slip right, your slip back, and your duck. So you have slip left, slip right, slip back, duck. Slip, bob, and weave, slip, bob, and weave. Real simple. Bob left, bob right, bob left, bob right, slip, 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 bob, and weave, slip, bob, and weave. And then you have the lean back. You also have the lean back. You can also hollow the body and hollow the legs. And these are all ways you can evade things. You also have the step and lean, so you can actually start adding things. But the biggest thing for the upper body movement is everything moves from your waist, your legs don't move, slip left, right, back. So these exercises actually help a whole lot when you're actually fighting, because it allows you for your upper body to move. And the biggest thing is your chin is down, looking through your eyebrows. Okay, these are your elbows. Your elbows, there's a variety of different ones we do. You have short and longer elbows. A lot of times when you elbow, don't just elbow, but retract your shoulder like you're gonna do a bench press. So you actually are gonna retract and then whack, force it in. The biggest thing on the elbow is snapping it. So the best time to work your elbows on a heavy bag is when you're tired, because it allows you to really get that snap. And the snap is actually what's gonna cut or knock your partner out. You have to have the snap. If it's not a snap, it's a push, and it doesn't do anything. It's like a bump. It's like a forearm hit. The biggest thing now is that your hands sideways or the back of your palms facing your partner. Not like this. This is a forearm hit. Your goal now is when your partner's hands are up, you're gonna take a little jut, a little pull, and then you're gonna rip the elbow. Bing. Now, do you want to whip the end of the elbow towards target on his face? What are good targets to hit? The eyebrow, the side of the nose, the top of the nose, the upper lip, the cheekbone, the jaw, the chin, and the jaw are great spots. Also the behind of the ear. The neck is also spectacular for elbows. Also the forehead. But one of the things real quick when you're going to go to elbow is try to drive the center of your forearm to the back of his head more. So now, when you hit with this part back here, when he leans back, the tip of your elbow hits the target. See that? There it is. Because a lot of guys whip an elbow and they always, the guy just leans back and it goes whizzing by. Drive your forearm to the side of the head. So if I'm going to elbow this guy, I'm not going to elbow with my elbow like this. I'm actually going to really force the forearm and really force that to my target. I always figure someone's going to fudge just enough for it to slide by. So little jut, boop, elbow, bang, and switch. Boo, go Vic. Bang, snap. Good. You really want to whip that thing, and the key is getting getting those shoulders back, and then whip it. But obviously, for training, I don't want anybody whipping anything unless you're on a heavy bag or a tie pad. Diagonal down, diagonal up. So the diagonal elbows are coming at a 45, so it looks like an X. The standard snap elbow is here. The next is going to come down at a 45 and up at a 45. Okay. So the same thing now. You're going to pull it. You're going to lift it and bring it down. Lift that hand up and whip it down. That's it. Snap it right to the eye. You want to hit the top of the eye and create a flap, because what happens is it cuts the top of the eye there, or the nose or the cheekbone. And diagonal down, hand up, and that's it. Bring it down. Good. Hands up, Vic. Now you go 45 inside. Bring it down. 45 up. Bring it down. Good. That's at a down diagonal. And 45 up. Go ahead, Bruce. Up or down. 45 up. 45 up. 45 down. Okay, later on, you're going to take it off of a jab. So he's going to jab, and you're going to parry and shuffle and whip it. Taking it off of a cross, parrying it and whipping it. Taking it off of a cross and snapping it. Taking it off of a hook and snapping it. These are different ways to get them in. But in the beginning, you got to go slow, and you want to work your accuracy and make sure your feet are underneath you, so you're not whipping an elbow and falling forward on your face when you miss it, just in case. Okay, vertical up elbow. Just like you're just combing the side of your hair. You can also penetrate and put it straight in. You can put it in the shoulder. You can put it in the chest, here, or on the chin. You have to be careful, because a lot of guys, when they have you against the cage or the wall, this one's perfect for a guy that wants to lay a hard right cross. Yeah, so he comes in, boom, and you just rhino. We call it rhino spear. You rhino spear the guy with your elbow. Put it in like that. Okay, you can also whip it straight up as your guys are in a stance. Okay. Boosh. Go ahead, Vic. That's it, right in the middle. Let him bump, let him run right into it. It's usually off of a wider cross. Bang, rhino spear. He's gonna come in with that big old right, bang, there's a rhino, or right rhino spear. Cover left, right rhino. Okay, so obviously we're not actually working, we're just showing it. We're not actually showing how to use it against punches yet, but just so you have it and understand what your elbows are. Next is a downward vertical elbow, usually to the top of the head. If Vic is here, and if I kick his groin and he bends forward, then this is easy to hit. You're just gonna bring it down. You want this elbow, you don't wanna hit with the tricep, but you want the elbow to come and cut. This is also good here, right to the back of the spine. Completely illegal, but really good for fighting. Also to the back of the neck. You can also use it on the rhomboid. Okay, you can also jump in the air and bring it down on top. Okay, Bruce. Go ahead and jump, Vic. Jump up and put it on the head. Good. For training, you're gonna put the tricep on top of your partner's head. Jump up and then just bring the tricep on his head. As you're coming down, put it on his head. Jump up and that's it. Okay, same thing. I want you to jump up, put your foot on his hip and jump up in the air. Jump up. Put your foot on his hip first, Vic, and jump up. Come up, and then as you're coming down, that's when you spike it. That's it. Do it again. Run up his body. Bang. Okay? Very simple. You can also hop this. You can hop this one in, like say you're fighting. You can also hop, or you can take your rear hand and you can hop your elbow to their face. Oh, completely nasty, 100% effective. Perfect. Now on this one, this is an upward diagonal elbow jab. So sometimes you're going to come over the top here and step, and then upward jab cross. You bring it down and you bring it straight up. Anderson Silva, also Mike Brown when he fought Uriah Faber, he used this elbow. And it's usually when he parries, cross over the top, like this. He pulls it down, steps forward, and then upward elbows straight up, usually like this. This is also used really good when you're tied up and you use an up elbow here to whip it. Okay, pinching it and hitting it, or breaking free, whoop, and hitting it. These are all done off the clinch, but you can also take this, pull it down and hit it, or pull it down, completely hit an illegal elbow. Bump them and spin elbow also. If you miss your punch, you spin elbow. If I miss my jab, I can spin elbow. So if he misses a jab, there's his elbow. If he misses a cross, so your training is here or here when he spins. Boop. Now when you spin, it comes at an X or on a straight line, so it looks like an asterisk. So when I spin, and when he spins, it goes straight across. Good. Go back. Comes down at an angle. Oh. Or it comes up at an angle. Comes under the chin. All really great ways to set up an elbow, usually a spinning elbow. Diagonally or horizontally. Okay, we're going to use the knees now. Now there's a variation of knees, low, middle, high. Real simple. So anytime you're here and you control your partner, let's say it's square. This is called a running knee. Bend your knees. A running knee is I'm going to step, I'm going to run my thigh to his thigh. He's going to actually ride it like this, bang, and then I'm going to go here, bow, and he's going to go here, bow, and here, bow. Okay, so he's going to run his knee, which is his thigh, through my thigh. So your objective is to step and pull, step and pull. It's a running knee. Anytime you're here, it doesn't matter where you're at. The first thing I like to do is do a running knee to the leg, and then this is easy to break a rib, because what happens is everyone, when they get the tie up, they always try to go to a knee to the body right away. So it's always easily blocked. But if I kill his base first, look how he's taking a bow. His entire structure is a little bit off, and so his core is weak. Now the easiest time to break a rib is here. Easiest time for me to knee his head is when I take out the base. Look at this. Okay, same thing here. Knee his leg, knee his head. So very important that you knee the leg first. So the first is a knee to the leg. Step and knee, step and knee. And you gotta pull each other around each other. Go. Inside bicep tie. Step and knee. Curl. That's it. That's it. Run it through. Run. Pull them around you as you go. You've got to ride this. This teaches you how to ride the knee. Time. Next is the body curve knee. Now, as you guys go to the curve knee to the body, you could go from right here, from here, here, here. It doesn't matter where you're at. Okay? Doesn't matter. The goal on the curve knee, when he goes to curve knee me, is just to hip in. So he goes to curve knee, hip in, the other side, hip in. And that's your defense. Curve knee, go. Hip in, hip in, hip in, hip in. Time. Okay, the straight knee now, a little bit different. Don't try to bring it up so much, try to bring it in and down. So it's actually gonna go here. So it's actually going over and in. It's not coming here. It's not here. Oh, it goes here. Oh. So you're actually getting like a little penetration and also a little extra hip in there. Hey, a little hip in there. Especially when a guy's here, he knees deep and he goes right over the top. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's try that. Straight thrusting knee. Oh, point the toes. The more your toes pointed, okay, the more your toes pointed, the faster the knee gets in, and also the sharper your knee gets. It sharpens your knee. When I take his leg out, bring your leg back. Look how his body's compensated. So that's easy for me to put my knee here. Okay? Don't go here because he can block it. Go here. Okay? If you shoot to double leg, you knee your shoulder. It's like an uppercut. You can't stop it. Go. Okay? You can't stop it. When you go deep, block, back up, high knee. The curve knee is when I kick his leg, whoosh, he's out, look at, you bring it across the body or across the head. This is called a half moon. It's a jumping side knee. Your jumping knee, when he punches, look at the half moon. This is going to allow you to jump a side knee to the head. Okay, left. Jump. Good. Again. Good. Just from here, you teep your partner back. Now he's going to come in. That's your jump knee. So slowly he steps in, teep him, jump knee. Oi! Right, jump knee. Same thing. Teep him back. Whoop, jump knee. Oh, there it is. So you have to create a rocker effect to get your partner on their toes for them to come back at you, and that's when you jump knee. So usually done with a teep, also done with a push, and then I'm going to jump knee. And that's the best way for you to set up that jump knee. Off the ropes, off the cage, or just a push and launch it. Okay, now we're going to do the outside crescent kick, switching your lead. The first one is just kicking the leg. The second is actually leaning and stretching your hip, the savate style. The key on this is when you're going to kick, you turn, you're going to kick, and then you're just going to switch your feet. So you're just going to switch your feet. So outside crescent kick and lean back, hands up, lean back, good, and switch, and switch. There you go. Nice, there you go. Try to touch each other's nose. Good, that's how you're leaning now, lean into it. Putting a pair of pants on. Time, perfect. So that is the outside crescent kick leg swing to warm up your legs. These are called the 3-count sequences, punch sequences. You're going to start with a jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Number 2 is double jab, cross. Double jab, cross. Again. Good. Cross, hook, cross. Cross, hook, cross. Cross, hook, cross. Good. Hook, cross, hook. Hook, cross, hook. Hook, cross, hook. Good. Next, high jab, low cross, high hook. High jab, low cross, high hook. Good. High, low, high. Again. Again. Good. Next, jab, right uppercut, left hook. Good. Again, jab, uppercut, hook, jab, uppercut, hook, jab, uppercut, hook. Good. Next, 1, 3, 2, jab, hook, cross. Again. Again. Good. Overhand, uppercut, overhand. Last one, low hook, high hook, cross. Low hook, high hook, cross. That's it. These are your 3-count sequences. Again, jab, cross, hook. That's number 1. Cross, hook, cross. Hook, cross, hook. Double jab, cross. High, low, high. High, low, high. High jab, low cross, high hook. Okay. Jab, right uppercut, left hook. Again. Okay, right uppercut, left hook, right cross. Right uppercut, left hook, right cross. Uppercut, hook, cross. Uppercut, hook, cross. Good. Low hook, high hook, cross. Low hook, high hook, cross. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. Overhand, upper, over. Again. And that's it. These are your 3-count sequences you need to know and need to use when you spar daily. These are 3 jabs, 3 different ranges. If I'm in close, if I'm in middle, and if I'm in long. So long jab, it's not really a jab, but you're going to stay sideways. He's going to come in. You're just going to lift your hand up sideways. Okay. This sets up bang, a bomb. This sets up a bomb. So it's actually a lean back here. Number 2 is a Russian jab. So all I need is his chin to go up in the air. Whoop, bang. So you just wait, upward flick, whoop, bang. Okay. Now next is he comes in a little closer, and you just use your hand here. Cuban uppercut, boop, and the Cuban uppercut, boop, bang. Okay. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and notice what they set up. Ha! You punch their sternum, the top 2 notches on their neck, because he's going to lean back. Lean back. So if you aim for his chin and he leans back, you're not probably going to get it. So I aim for the up 2 notches, chin down, lean back, hoo, and that's right on the chin. So you always aim ha, for the upper 2 notches when they lean back. If he leans back, ha, oh, the body's always there. Off the hook, he's going to throw 3 hooks. You have a tight hook, which is right here, and all you're going to do is just twist your body, short hook. Sometimes you can actually, like here, just almost like arm wrestling. He's here, and then he just twists it, boom, and twists the body. Mid-range hook is here, long-range hook is here. Woof. Okay, so, probably about a mid-range hook to long-range hook. You can also use a slap, ear slap. Yeah, ear slap, long ear slap or long ear slap, which is fine. Off the hook, you can tight cover, you can mid cover, you can arm insert, you can cover and touch a shoulder, you can bob and weave, and you can go back on it. So these are a few ways you're going to take it. One more time. Tight cover, mid cover. On the mid cover, it's usually a hit or hit. This is an arm insert. Okay, you can wrap it. You can cover and go underneath it. Okay, lean back, go underneath. Tight, tight. Mid, long, wrap over, wrap under, bob and weave it. Bob and weave it, lean back. These are all different ways you could take a hook. Okay, these are elbow counters. We're going to start with the front left snap elbow to my face. Good. Okay, real simple. As soon as the elbows, put your hand on your head or your hand on your head. That's your first one. Okay, one more time. Again, that's your first one. The same thing now, when he goes to elbow, you cover the side of your head and you actually step in. Okay, next, he goes to elbow, you put your hand right on top like this, slow motion, you cut right over, he goes to elbow, you cut right over the top. Next, just lean back, simple, just lean back. Okay, also when he elbows, you cover, you elbow. So that one works really good. As soon as he elbows, you cover and re-elbow. Okay, now off the rear. Again. Next. Okay, same thing. As you're doing this, you put your other hand, or you cut over the top. You want to cut over the top, because this is going to allow you to elbow. You're going to come over and you can down elbow. As he goes, cover, alternate elbow. Elbow, 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 and step into it. As soon as you see it, step into it. These are elbow counters. Okay, these are the kick catches. You have catch A, catch B, catch C. There's catch D, but we're not even going to show it. On these catches, they're based on riding and either blocking and catching or turning and riding and catching. Once you catch the leg, you got two options. What I like, a lot of times you're going to cinch the leg a little bit to get them up and cut it, or knee it and then cut it, or back trip it. And those are your objectives once you go catch A. This is a soft catch. This is a hard catch. Okay, it's usually because my hand's out. Then you have catch B. Now on this, you have to block and underhook. If you just block here, you're going to get knocked out. This is a ski slope to your neck. This is also, and usually when you do that, you get to the head. Now you can always knee and throw afterwards. Catch C is actually my front hand curls. Catch D is here. Catch C, catch D. So catch D you could use to launch a guy. So like a lot of times I'll go here. Catch C is used to trip. So this is usually used to manipulate, control, or trip. So catch A, catch B, catch C, catch D. Those are your four catches you're going to use right now, back and forth. I'm going to bring in Ben Jones and Victor King. Catch A, catch B, catch C, catch D. Okay, here we go, back and forth. And walk. 2 steps, walk. There you go. So that's a transition. Kick, let's get the catches in, and then we'll do all the follow-ups in a second. So just catch them. Good. Go the other leg. Good. Remember to ride the kick. Got to go with the kick a little bit. Oh. Walk forward. Good. Let's see. Nice. So sometimes off of a kick, when the kick comes and you catch, some guys try to roll like that, okay, which is common. But one thing, when they go to roll like that, just bang to the ground. Yank them to the ground. Okay. When you go here, this, if he does the same thing, just bring him straight back. Or ninja roll. Okay. You can also use knee. You're going to knee him. Off the catch A. Off the catch A. Off the catch C. Off the catch D. And these are how you're going to actually take someone and throw them. Let's go back and forth again with the catches. A, B, C, D. Just catch. Don't take that. Okay, done. The easiest way to get out of a catch is to punch your way out. So, catch, he's going to throw 3 punches right after. Punch. That's it. And see what happens. The guy lets the leg go. Let's look at it again. That's it. This is a great drill. It's called Stand Your Ground. And what you're going to do is you're going to just stay in the pocket. 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 4 for 4. And you're just going to defend either with your hands, with your hand, or alternate elbow, or oh crap cover. So Bruce is in with Vic. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Good. So the whole objective is you're not even moving back, you're actually pressing each other, so it's almost crowding your partner's punches. This is called stand your ground. One more time. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Simple. Simple drill, stand your ground. Next drill is called your slip drill. It's just to get you out. He's going to jab, he's going to slip, he's going to cross, he's going to slip, he's going to throw a 1, 2. He's going to slip here and slip here. Simple. 1, slip, 2, slip, 1, 2, slip and slip. Simple drill. Okay, come on in. Jab, slip the jab, cross, slip the cross. 1, 2, 1, 2. Simple. Okay, one thing your partner can either help you or make you do a great disservice to you, and that's by when they fire to your head, they fire offside center line. So the biggest thing is that they're touching. I like to touch the head. That way you have to move your head. Good. Move your head. So even if I'm firing back, you're firing right down the middle. And sometimes you test. If you know your partner's not hitting on center line, let them hit you. And if they miss, they're obviously not aiming for center line. Center line hitting all the time, keeping it real. Okay, so this drill is great. This is a slip left, slip right drill. Now there's a couple ways to do it. The slip is a shoulder and a shoulder. The bob is a shoulder and a dip. Okay, so slip left, slip right, bob left, bob right. The bob can also go inside the cross. Good. Drop your left shoulder, drop your right shoulder, dip, dip, slip, duck, bob and weave. Good. Switch, switch, up. There you go. And then double. Whoop, and whoop. You got to come up for air. Slip left, slip right, slip back, duck, slip, bob and weave. Weep, slip, bob and weave. Slip, bob and weave. Low cover, high cover, slip, slip, bob and weave, bob, bob, cover, bob and weave, slip, slip. So if he throws a jab, I could slip it or I could slip and bob it. The reason I'm bobbing is I'm adding so I can come back with some power. Same thing off the cross. I either slip it with the shoulder or I slip and bob it so I have the power to rip. I can also, as he does that, come underneath to fire back. So your whole objective, slip, bob, weave, lean back, duck. I'm going to kick, he's going to move his leg back. Okay, now from right here, he's going to outside crescent kick with that same leg. I'm going to lean back. Now he's going to kick here, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to outside crescent kick from right here. So the whole objective with this now is you're gonna just evade that front leg, move it, and then he's gonna outside crescent kick. Boosh. Now you're gonna inside leg kick, and you're gonna outside leg, that's it, back and forth. Okay, so this drill, basically what it does is allows you to move your leg and then throw a head kick, and it makes him evade. So you're gonna go back and forth. You're gonna evade the kick, you're gonna head kick, he's gonna lean back. Then this guy's gonna kick my leg, I'm gonna move my leg back, and I'm gonna head kick. So it's gonna go back and forth. So Craig's gonna kick Bruce's leg, move your leg, and head kick. Okay, on the head kick, what I'd like you to do is lean back. When you lean back, keep your hands up. Okay, slow again. Good. Now, you kick his leg, evade, now you head kick, lean back. When you lean back, for safety, keep your hands up, because remember, this thing's gonna go, and even the toe alone can take your eye out and break your nose. Okay? Ooh, evade it. There you go, just lean back. There you go, nice. Wow. Time. Okay, so that's the drill. That's the drill. Leg evasion, head kick, evasion. Good. This is called the jab, catch, jab sequence. I'm gonna jab, he's gonna jab, I'm gonna hit him on the half beat. So you gotta get that little rock. Okay, now you're gonna do the same with the right hand. Okay, same thing with the left hand. So you got jab, catch, jab, half beat. Jab, catch, cross. Jab, catch, hook. One more time. Jab, catch, hook. Same time. So I go jab, catch, jab. Jab, catch, cross. Jab, catch, cross. Jab, catch, hook.
Sawadee Krap. I'm Brian Dobler. I run Double Dose Muay Thai in Fontana, California. We specialize in Muay Thai and Muay Thai striking. It's been my background. I met Ajahn Chai when I was just 6 years old in 1972, and so I've been around the game all my life, and I just love Muay Thai. Now Muay Thai, as many of you know, some of you don't know, has really changed. It's really become popular here in the United States. You're seeing it infiltrated throughout the MMA game, UFC. All the big fighters are using Muay Thai as their striking methods. Many fighters or champions are using that. Sometimes there's very little mention of it, but it really is changing over the years from when I first started. When I first started, we used to get phone calls at my school, people asking to order Thai food because they had no idea what Muay Thai was. It's been about 7 years since I got one of those calls, so things are progressing really nicely. All right, I'm Brian Dobler. I've known Erik Paulson for more than 20 years, and I'm here to just kind of demonstrate and show some of the basics of pad holding. And what we're going to be talking about right now is pad holding for a beginner or, you know, a new person. Now, in my particular program, we don't allow new people to hold pads or kick them until they have a proficient level of skill. So it's very important if you are a new pad holder to learn some of the important things about the pads themselves. Now these are Rev Gear pads. They're very adjustable, so it's really nice. You want to keep them a little bit loose, because if they're too tight, when you get hit, it'll twist your arm rather than just the pad. So a little bit loose is good, not too tight. A lot of people make the common mistake. They'll tighten it really tight, they'll cinch it down, and then when they get hit on the side of the pad, it twists their arm, causes them pain. So what we want to do is keep them a little bit loose so that they have some freedom of movement. I'm just going to go back real quick to our basic pad holding. And one of the things that's super important when you hold the pads for any new person is to make sure that they're focused on the center of the glove and the center of the pad. Super important that they're not hitting sideways, they're not overturning or over-rotating, they're not hitting this way, because any of those things can cause pain to themselves. So what he's doing really nicely, lining up those shoulders, hitting the center of the pad with the center of the knuckles right there, and that's something that if you can build that in from the beginning, super important. One more thing, when they hit the pads, it's critical that they make a nice tight fist, but only when they hit the pads, because if they're tight from here, it's going to slow them down. If they're relaxed, nice and speedy, but when they hit, they make that powerful fist, that's going to give them the most benefit, where they're going to be able to marry speed and power. Now, when we're talking about dealing with a beginner on the pads, there's just some real basic things that we want the beginner to know. When you're holding pads, no matter if you're still a student or if you're the highest level instructor in the world, you are the trainer when you hold pads. So it's very important that you get that mindset right away. And these pads communicate to your fighter, and your fighter is going to communicate back to you. So one of the things we want to do is to be able to effectively communicate things. In any fight, you can't plan. If you plan things and they don't happen, you have a problem. So what one of my favorite pad holders on the planet, John Rex, taught me is called see it and hit it. And so we're just going to demonstrate some of that. The first thing is to teach them that this is held across for a jab. Now if you notice though, I position myself over here a little bit so he's not reaching too far across himself. So I want to hit here rather than have him come all the way across. Now there's a reason for that, and I'll get to that in a moment. This is going to be a straight right punch or straight rear punch, jab, straight rear punch. This is going to be for a hook punch, uppercut, rear uppercut, lead uppercut, knee, or a teep, depending on distance. Now, one of the things that this fighter should be learning is distance when you're holding pads. So as I hold this pad like this, it's either a knee or a teep, and there's very little difference between the two. You can see I didn't move back very much at all, and it made the difference between a teep and a knee. So very, very, very small differences in distance. So it could be for a teep or a knee. Now I suggest when you're holding pads for a beginning fighter or beginning student and you're holding for leg kicks, I'm going to suggest to hold this way. So this would be an inside leg kick. This would be an outside leg kick. This is much easier than the method I'm going to demonstrate later. Now, one of the things and why we set up this jab over here is so that when I get him to kick, he has to step out. See, if I jab here, he has to step out to come across me. So that's the reason we set those punches up in that manner. Now, as we work together, we're going to put together basic combinations, basic movements and techniques. As a beginner, we want to keep this very simple. So what I like to do is have him work on a jab and check and make sure that everything is getting back where it should be. So we go pop, making sure things come back where it should be. Before we actually get into combinations and things, we want to make sure that the hand's returning back to its spot and his elbow is returning back to the proper spot. So we want to make sure everything is getting back to where it should be. So as I work with Craig here on some basics, you'll see some of the principles that I've just mentioned. The distance. When I hold for a kick, I generally will switch my stance. So that allows for him to get full rotation and power on it. If I'm standing this way, there's not enough room for him to get full rotation and power. So generally that's what I would do. Beginning level person, we want to start out putting things together. So we don't always want to work, you know, upstairs, the usual combinations. Simple things together like jab, low kick. Just to get them moving and seeing they can go pop, 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 pop. So we get simple combinations. Generally, I'll do everything starting with a lead of a punch, because punches will open up the kicks and allow for him to get knees and other things in there. So we generally set things up using punches. So we get them doing that early on. Doesn't mean you can't walk in and kick somebody, but you run a heck of a larger risk just walking in and kicking somebody that's astute, because they will punch you in the face. So if you're punching at them, they're having to cover and they're stuck while you launch your lower body attacks. I'm just going to do a basic pad feeding combination for beginner. Sorry. Now, if you see, I keep going back to a more advanced pad holding style, because that's what I'm very used to. Now, you'll see that when I have him throw a knee, I'm going to expect elbows to follow right after the knee, because that's what should follow in that distance. So from here, punching, knee, elbow, elbow, elbow. Yeah, so we get those elbows in from that. Right after the knee generally follows elbows.
This is from Collie. When he elbows, you block it. He elbows, you block it. He elbows, you block and you lift. So you block and you lift, and that's a re-elbow. Okay. You can also add elbow to elbow. Slow motion, elbow to elbow. So you have two options when it comes. Block it, or hit it, pat it. Hit it, pat it. Preferably block. As you block, you lift, and then you can elbow, block, lift, elbow, or block, lift, elbow, elbow. Okay, these are options. It's called hubud, elbow hubud. He elbows, block, lift, elbow back, or block, lift, elbow, elbow the arm, or pat it to elbow, or to elbow. Okay, this is a punch template when somebody is going to just stay like this. Put your arms out, just like that. So you're going to enter with the jab, cross, hook. You're going to bob and weave, no, stand. You're going to stand, you're going to bob and weave underneath, hook and overhand, uppercut. And you're hitting over and under the hands, and you're going straight down the middle. Straight down the middle, move, move, and move. Hitting the body, hitting the head. I'm going to move my arms to add excitement. I might even double my arm up. Oh, man. Oh. There you go. Good. So that's a great drill to add the up and down and the movement. Okay. So now, when his arms are out like this, on my arm, on my shoulders, I have the body shots, the uppercuts, the overhands and uppercuts and hooks, and my head's going to be moving and leading the way. Okay. Come on in. Bruce puts his hands on the shoulders and go. Pop your shoulders. If you hit your partner, you get one free hit. If you hit him again, he gets a free kick to your balls. You get a free kick to the groin if you pop your partner. Third party. Don't hit the third party. Overhand uppercut. Really rip those shoulders. Time, switch. Go. Uppercut. And don't hit your partner. You get a couple free hits and you get a kick in the balls. Switch. Go. Time.
So I usually, after I hit mids, everything, what I like to do with my guys is make them work their head movements. So what we do is we finish with the first round. I usually have them just hands up, and he goes back and forth, up, down, up, down, up, down, side to side, left, right, Go a little bit higher, Craig. Make them aim high and then come back down. Make them aim high and then come down. Backwards. All the way through. If you go to the right side, you throw a right uppercut, right? Go to the right, right uppercut. And every shot hits the rope. Every single shot hits the rope. This signal, if you can hit this tiny, little skinny rope, you can hit a chin. You can hit an actual target. All right, so let's go. Left side, left uppercut. Right side, right uppercut. Boom. Left side, left uppercut. There you go. You go forward. You come back. Backwards. Short shots. Keep them nice and short. Keep them nice and short. Make sure that you keep correcting your athlete as he goes up and down if he's dropping his hands. It's very dangerous to go under, not protect the side of your head. What we do is on the third round, I just kind of let him throw straight shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots. Let's go, Craig. Go under. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, under. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep them busy on the ropes. Give them combinations. You can mix it up with any type of combination that you want, but make sure that you always remind him to keep his hands up every time he goes under. All right, and the final and last round is the 4th round. We usually do freestyle. I let Craig do whatever he wants to do. He throw body shots, and then all the top shots should hit the rope. So make sure, Craig, you hit the rope in every shot on top. You can hit body shots. Hands up, chin down. Time. And, you know, there's 1,000 ways of training an athlete, but don't forget about the little things. You know, how to show them how to walk, how to keep their hands up, how to throw a proper jab, stuff like that a lot of people forget, and they just kind of overview it because they just want to hit mitts. It's not about hitting mitts. It's about learning the art of boxing, and you know, the more education you get on it, the better fighter you'll become, you know? So let's practice boxing the proper way and let's have fun. Cool.
This is called the alternate teep bounce. So we're going to start with the right foot. This right foot only 15, left foot only 15. Nice and fast. And switch. And alternate. And you could double up. There you go. And time. These are speed drills from Taekwondo. You're just going to actually alternate foot kick the bag, grab the bag, keep the arms straight out, and toe kicks. Ready to go. Alternate toe kicks. Nice and fast. Also, because he's Irish, this is part of the culture of the dancing, called the river dance. Okay, alternate round kick now. So now your objective is to round kick bounce. We're going to go only, right now, just the low kick. Let's go 7 low kicks left, 7 low kicks, and then 7 midline kicks. Cool? Okay, ready, go. Fast. Mid. Switch. Okay, alternate low. Alternate mid. Time. I like this drill because he makes you do dive rolls and then go into a combination on the bag. The dive roll scrambles your brain, and so it's basically a knockout simulation drill.
Okay, go. Up, jab cross jab, no right. Okay, go. Jab cross jab, no right. This way, go. Jab cross jab, right away. As soon as you land on the feet, you're ready to throw the spike. Come on. Right up. 1, 2, 3. 2. Go, Anthony. Last one. Come on. Right away. Bam, don't wait. Go. Wednesday, last one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Very good. Right here can be for high fouetté, okay? Yes, and then punches or low fouetté, okay? Or low fouetté right here, mid fouetté, chassé when it's gonna be flat right there, good. Chassé to the leg, okay? Chassé right here, and you don't know when you're in position which one you're gonna have to do, okay? So the idea is that you process really, really quick and then fire really, really quick. Come up, jab cross, no left. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. And you can see how the time reaction can increase over time and over practice with combinations like this. Still working with mitts, what we're going to try to work on is to find a way to develop speed of combinations. So I want you to be really, really light on your feet and super explosive with your hands, where I'm just going to follow and you're going to give me a rapid fire punching combo going from left to right, left to right, left to right, but as fast as you can. All right? So relax, relax, relax when they're up, and we're going to be moving forward and back, okay? Depending how we're feeling. Ready? Go, left hand up, left hand up, left hand higher. Nice, relax. 6 to 10 seconds set, 20 seconds rest, and then we do it again. Hands up. I want you to come form, and you're going to be punching back, right? So I'm going to move. You ready? 1, 2, 3, fast. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Left hand below. Nice. Ready. Come on me. Nice.
Our next drill, it's called kick for kick. Inside, outside, outside, inside. Come on in, guys. He's going to kick the inside of the leg, and then he's going to kick the outside of the leg. No, you're going to kick one time, you're going to kick outside. Go. 1, outside, now you go outside. Now you go inside. Inside, inside, outside, outside. Okay, keep going. As soon as you get hit, you keep going. Pick up the pace. A little faster. Not hard, just speed, speed. Time. Our next drill we're going to do is a body drill. This body drill is just going to allow you to ride left and ride right, or soft. This is called a hard ride. This is called a soft ride, and this is just a double catch. Okay? You're going to go back and forth, left and right kick. This warms up your hips, and it also allows you guys just to turn your hip over and just take a body kick. Bang. That's it. That's it. Right, left, right, alternates. Time. So we have a drill now. It's a dexterity drill. So when you kick, he's going to catch your leg. He's going to punch at his hand. Right hand up, Ben, and bounce and walk him around. Switch legs. Same thing. Go. Dexterity on that leg. Great for a calf burner. Great to develop leg strength. And great to punch out of a kick. Okay, now you're going to go here, you're going to catch a kick, and you're going to just corkscrew your kick 10 times. Kick his leg, he catches, now up and down. Bounce. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Same thing. Get that torque. It's a drill to teach you and loosen your hips up. Teach you how to get your hip over, get that toe turned. It's a really super drill to get the hips over. Also part of the calf burner sequence. Number 1 and number 2 mix makes your calves catch on fire.
Now we're going to start doing is we're going to start including some mechanics to prepare for the kicks. So I'm going to hold Dante's leg. You're going to bring it up right here, and in order to move on this back leg, I'm going to push him back, and he's going to adjust. Sorry, forward, back. Keep those elbows close to your body, good. And adjust, make him move. How you like it? Nice. Okay, very good. Same thing with the other leg. And just keep him moving. Keep the leg a little bit more extended, so you get an idea of what kind of distance you're really looking at. So now what we're going to do is, having this leg up, we're going to go through the mechanics, we're going to turn sideways, and we're going to start working chasse right here. What I want Dante to do is to bring the knee up to his chest, and I'm just opposing a little bit of resistance right here, and from there it's just pushing back slowly. Good. And that's the mechanic we're looking for. Foot flex, bringing knee and foot, hip and shoulder one line. At the extension, everything comes back. So we put it together with the last drill. So you move with your leg extended. When I stop, you pull me back. So you move, you move, you move, you move. I stop, you pull me back, and then you push. Nice. Let's do it again. Move, 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 move. I stop, you pull me back, and then you push. Nice.
Now, shadow boxing we do differently depending on where we're at in the fight preparation. Shadow boxing for technique and for timing is really important, so we want to incorporate a lot of defense and counter movements in shadow boxing, not just attacking. You have a lot of people who shadow box and you think, man, their shadow really sucks because my shadow kicks me back all the time, punches me back all the time, and that's what really develops that thought process. It's a beautiful time to develop the processes in your mind, the reactions in your mind to what would happen and be able to see things. See, your mind doesn't really know the difference between when you visualize it or when it's actually happening. So don't forget that when you're shadow boxing, a really, really important detail is to really make it as real as you possibly can.
Quit at any time, Dave. Just to keep it crisp. Okay, so Dave's getting this one. Dave, you got the top of that. Insert.
ce soir? Parlez-vous français? Sacré-bleu. Hi, I'm Erik Paulson, and you're not. Corkscrew, whack. Okay, well, nice one. Okay, hold on, that's okay, hold on. Okay, we're even. All right. All right, hold on. That was not a corkscrew, that was a leg chop. Body. Nice. Go. Break away. There you go, long range, go. Go.